Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In this video I will discuss some important questions and their answers on AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate exam. Please subscribe and share to others and motivate me to bring up more contents on AWS. Question 1. A photo sharing company stores user profile pictures in an S3 bucket and deploys an image analysis application on 4 EC2 instances. A solutions architect needs to trigger an image analysis process on only one of the EC2 instances for each uploaded photo. What is the recommended approach? 1. Create an event bridge event that reacts to object uploads in S3 and invokes one of the EC2 instances. 2. Create an S3 event notification that sends a message to an SNS topic. Subscribe the EC2 instances to the SNS topic. 3. Subscribe the EC2 instances to the S3 inventory stream. 4. Create an S3 event notification that sends a message to an SQS queue. Make the EC2 instances read from the SQS queue. Please pause the video and answer, and then check with me if you are correct or not. Hope you paused the video and noted the answer. The correct option is option 4 above with below explanation. Explanation: the suggested approach is to create an S3 event notification that sends a message to an SQS queue. Subsequently, the EC2 instances can read from the SQS queue. By using this method, only one EC2 instance will process the message, ensuring that the image analysis is triggered on a single instance for each uploaded photo. Question 2. A company requires an Active Directory service to handle directory-aware workloads in the AWS cloud and also support the configuration of a trust relationship with an existing on-premises Microsoft Active Directory. Which AWS directory service is the most suitable for this demand? 1. AD Connector. 2. AWS Transit Gateway. 3. Simple AD. 4. AWS Managed Microsoft AD. Please pause the video and answer, and then check with me if you are correct or not. Hope you paused the video and noted the answer. The correct option is option 4 above with below explanation. Explanation: the correct option, AWS Managed Microsoft AD, allows running Microsoft Active Directory AD as a managed service. This service is powered by Windows Server 2012 R2 and is highly available, enabling directory-aware workloads such as Microsoft SharePoint and custom .NET and SQL Server-based applications. Additionally, it supports configuring a trust relationship between the AWS Managed Microsoft AD in the AWS cloud and an existing on-premises Microsoft Active Directory, ensuring single sign-on (SSO) for users and groups. Question 3. A Hollywood production studio aims to transfer their existing digital media assets, totaling approximately 20 PB, to the AWS cloud within the shortest time frame possible. Considering the studio's data centers are situated in a remote location, which of the following is the optimal solution for this requirement? 1. AWS Snowmobile. 2. AWS Direct Connect. 3. AWS Snowball. 4. AWS Storage Gateway. Please pause the video and answer, and then check with me if you are correct or not. Hope you paused the video and noted the answer. The correct option is option 1 above with below explanation. Explanation: the optimal solution in this scenario is to utilize AWS Snowmobile. This service facilitates the transfer of massive data sets to AWS quickly and securely. With a capacity of up to 100 PB per Snowmobile, it is a suitable option for large-scale data migration, including the transfer of video libraries or even the migration of an entire data center. It offers a more efficient and cost-effective method compared to other alternatives such as AWS Direct Connect, AWS Snowball, or AWS Storage Gateway. Question 4. Your e-commerce application is utilizing an RDS PostgreSQL database, and an analytics workload also runs on the same database. When the analytics workload is active, the performance of your e-commerce application deteriorates, subsequently impacting sales. What is the most cost-optimal solution to resolve this issue? 1. Enable multi-AZ for the RDS database and run the analytics workload on the standby database. 2. Create a read replica in the same region as the master database and point the analytics workload there. 3. Create a read replica in another region as the master database and point the analytics workload there. 4. Migrate the analytics application to AWS Lambda. Please pause the video and answer, and then check with me if you are correct or not. Hope you paused the video and noted the answer. The correct option is option 2 above with below explanation. Explanation: creating a read replica in the same region as the master database and directing the analytics workload there is the most cost-effective solution. This approach ensures enhanced performance and scalability for the RDS database, alleviating the strain caused by the analytics workload. On the other hand, enabling multi-AZ for the RDS database and running the analytics workload on the standby database does not serve the purpose, as the standby database is inaccessible for read or write operations. Similarly, migrating the analytics application to AWS Lambda does not address the issue, as it still runs against the main database. Question 5. An application running on an EC2 instance needs to access a DynamoDB table within the same AWS account. What solution should a solutions architect configure for the required permissions? 1. Set up an IAM service role with the appropriate permissions to allow access to the DynamoDB table. Add the EC2 instance to the trust relationship policy document so that the instance can assume the role. 2. Set up an IAM user with the appropriate permissions to allow access to the DynamoDB table. Store the access credentials in an S3 bucket and read them from within the application code directly. 3. Set up an IAM user with the appropriate permissions to allow access to the DynamoDB table. Store the access credentials in the local storage and read them from within the application code directly. 4. Set up an IAM service role with the appropriate permissions to allow access to the DynamoDB table. Configure an instance profile to assign this IAM role to the EC2 instance. Please pause the video and answer, and then check with me if you are correct or not. Hope you paused the video and noted the answer. The correct option is option 4 above with below explanation. Explanation: the correct approach is to establish an IAM service role with the necessary permissions to access the DynamoDB table and configure an instance profile to assign this IAM role to the EC2 instance. This setup ensures secure and controlled access to the DynamoDB table for the application running on the EC2 instance within the same AWS account. Storing access credentials in S3 or local storage is not a recommended practice due to security reasons. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share with others to motivate me to bring up more contents on AWS.